Alright, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and any fucking thing you can fucking think of. Oh, God, I did it again. Oh. Oh. Well, we got those shackles in. Anyway, I got a little out of control again. After those grease zerks busting off. I'm going to show you what we all did here. I got to get under here. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay. What you see there, those 4 bolts, they hold the shackle mount onto the side of the frame on the outside. And you can see the beautiful polyurethane bushings that are painted. Anyway, when I put this thing together, I wired this all in here because I want to pull my little trailer with it. Now on this side, you can kind of see, that mount. And then you can see it there as well. And then you can see our grease zerks there. Now, I thought for a minute that maybe I had these on backwards, but I looked them up and no, they're on right. Why would you have that grease zerk so tipped up? Why wouldn't you put it towards the bottom a little bit? Think about it. If that grease zerk was right here, I'll stick my finger through, right, like where my finger is. Why do you put it way up there? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, what do I know, right? So anyway, so what you guys didn't see is I put the 4 bolts in. There's 2 there. And then 2 on the other side here, some right here. You can't see, well, here. Let me put the light up there. There, now you can see them. See them there? And then on this side, well, I never knew this was hard to try to hold the light. And then, and now I left them all the way down into this hole. I thought maybe I'd put them up in that hole. But I'm going to try them maxed out, first of all. Well, when I did that, then I had another problem. Now my shocks are too short. So then I went out, I bought these frickin' shock extensions that were too wide. So then I put washers between them, and then it crushed it a little bit, but I don't think that's going to hurt none. But now I think with the length of the shock, well, see, they bolt to the bottom shock mount right there. If I bring the light in, you can see that. They're bolted to that. And then they turn and the shock bolts to the extension. Okay, so now the travel of the shock is if the suspension would bottom down all the way. It's pretty close. So if the thing hits a bump, the down is going to be great, but when it repels up to, do this routine like this, well, what's going to happen is that it's going to bottom out the travel of the shock. But now when I measured these are 16 inches now they could be, and I think that's exactly over there in my Challenger. I think those are 16-inch shocks too. I actually think I could probably bolt E-body shocks in here now and get rid of that shock extension. So I can just bolt it right to there, to there. Get rid of the shock extension. I'm going to leave this just the way it is for now. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I got a Dana 60 in here with 410s, You see here it says 60, and then 410s. I made a little tag for it. And it's posi and track lock, whatever. This is the rear end on another playlist where I did the disc brake conversion to. I got 8 3/4 axles in it, you know, out of my Challenger. Had them cut and respline, you know. So now it's a disc brake Dana 60, 4.5 inch pattern, track lock posi, 410s. It's a hell of a nice rear end now, you know. And then I got 98, all these shackles and everything. This is all based off a 98 Ford Ranger suspension, because I like how the mount's mounted alongside the chassis, you know. And then I got Ford Mustang 2 front suspension up there in the front. Way up there somewhere. You can kind of see it. Here, can we zoom in? Can we zoom in? Oh, yeah, it's right up there. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Anyway. So now I believe, you know, what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna leave this shackle on the max hole. Try that. If I feel I don't need it, then I'm gonna back it off one. Okay? We'll get to that in a minute here. So anyway, I got a hitch I welded on, and I got the trailer light harness here, you know, and because I want to pull my little car that's on another playlist in my channel. I want to pull my little car to the track with this, and then maybe even run this down the track to see how fast it is, you know, with street tires, you know. And well, you can see all the work I got in this thing. But that's what I'd like to do, you know. And I can't really make it out, but I had a heavy duty drive shaft made for it and everything. So drivetrain in this thing will handle anything, you know, within reason. So I just needed the rear suspension. The tires were rubbing, and now it's a little high. And if you look right here, you can see where my exhaust runs in my tire. Now, if the tire goes up and down, it's not going to hit the exhaust at all. And kind of the filming of this, it looks like it would, but it's not. And then I even put these lift blocks in here, and that didn't do shit. Ah, dang it, the swear jar is going to make another $5. Man, I'm going to have enough gas money to drive to Tennessee and back when I'm done here. But yeah, so anyway, then I ordered these Wolf lift springs, that overload springs I was going to put between that lift block and this lower spring. Then they sent me, you should see what they sent me, but I don't want to unpackage it now. It looks like trailer springs off a boat trailer. And then they said they were discontinued, and I went on Amazon. They're selling them left and right on there. So what's going on here? $83 for just a couple little trailer springs, one leaf. I said these springs here are 2 inches wide, and the ones that you sent me, I put them on a caliper, and they're 1 inch and 11/16. Okay, so they're just a little bigger than 1 inch and 5/8 wide, you could say, if you understand that. And they have to be just as wide as this, you know. So they're trying to rip me off right now. I started a return, and I'll see what eBay rules now. They'll probably rule in their favor, you know. And I'll get screwed out of $83 of hard-earned money. Yeah, so anyway, the purpose of all this, you know, these longer shackles were to create that room between that fender. And a lot of guys said, well, why don't you just take the fenders off? Well, I can't, because then it's going to rub on the box. And then, but the biggest reason is I don't want to take the fenders off, because I got caught in rain one time, and I had 35-foot rooster tails coming off the tires, and it was spitting rocks, and people were pissed off at me. And I want to drive this thing, a lot in the summer. I put air conditioning in it and everything, and I want to go to swap meets and car shows with it. And I got to have that travel, because I want to pull a trailer. I got a 14-foot, it's actually my mom's, a nice little aluminum 14-foot enclosed trailer I'd like to pull if possible. But I want to be able to put little car on that little one longer Bobcat trailer, and be able to pull that around, to the, maybe to a couple car shows, maybe. But mainly take it to our track that's local. It's Grove Creek Raceway here in Grove City. Boy, that looks funky. I don't like that either. But anyway, so I don't know. So I gotta have that travel. So, yeah. So, by the way, these calipers were geometric calipers, and then they sent the kit. They could have machined this edge off on here so I could turn the brake line away from the axle, because now when this goes up and down, this, they put this wear guard on there, but that's gonna rattle, and maybe I'll lose brakes one day. I don't know. So I put this extra hose on here, cover this right here, because so it doesn't rub against the U-bolt. So I should maybe put some sort of clamp around this yet too, to fasten this. Maybe one around here, one here, and so forth. And I might have to do that yet. But anyway, for my safety. So yeah, I got this thing all rigged up now. Now, let me put you on pause. And my phone here, I'm using my phone today to videotape. And I used it the other day and it screwed up. So it shut videos off, and I was mad at it and everything. And got over our differences now, so we're doing fine here. But, yeah. So anyway, then I'll take you through the interior of the truck here a little bit, what I've been working on. So here, I'm going to pause you right now. So, okay, so you can see I got lots of travel here now. Lots of room for travel. Yeah, it's a little high. What do? Because what do I got in the back? 28-inch tall tires I blew there, because I got 410s. So I might, even next winter, or if I get bored this summer, build an overdrive transmission for it. 8518. What do we got here? Oh, I guess they're only about 27-inch tall tires, ain't they? Okay, yeah. Roughly 26 and a half or so, I don't know. But, so I went with really tall tires for the gears. So it'll pull a trailer, I bet, like it's not even there, But I needed that room in the fenders. So I didn't want to take my fenders off. I want to leave my fenders on there, in case I get stuck in the rain again, because, yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing stories on next is going to be, the glass here I got, glass runs. I'm going to be putting a lot of this all together here, the doors. So what I did, I'm still waiting on my AC hose. Would love to get that done. They've only had it for a month and a half. I put this 8-ball in there. It's a shift knob. I think it's kind of funny. And then I painted the inside of the doors. And I got them all done. I still got to paint this. I want to redo this whole upper area here with red Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum Regal Red she is. That's what that red paint is. Yeah, I put my mirror mounts on. Ordered the 5-inch factory round mirrors about 3 weeks ago. Still waiting for them too. Jeepers. I don't got no heat on here in the shed. And yeah, I got the radio in. I put a bolt radio in here. Like I got in the little car. And it's so cool because it's got the weather radio on it and everything too. So if you had a car show or you see thunderstorm heads and you're driving down the road, you can hear where they're at. And then I put, let's see, here's what I'm gonna do here. But yeah, I mean she's high now there. I like that because that way then I can hook a fucking trailer. Oh God, I did it again. I swore. I'm so sorry. So I can hook the trailer up to it. So let's grab this light here that I got sitting on here. Trying to lose weight here, guys, but I gain a little, lose a little, gain a little, lose a little. But yeah, you can see I put that in. That shifter, that's out of a buddy's car, but then I put new bushings, new cable, new covers, different handle. I did all that, so now it's like a new shifter. And I got the bolt seats in here. So, still got to do some interior work, you know. That wood panel that you see through the door over there, that's going to be my door panels eventually, some of it, not all of it. And then I put Car Club plaque on there. So, yeah. So, I painted it. Pretty good for a beginner. I think a 10-year-old kid could have did better, but then there's my, I got to put vents in yet. And then if I put this down, you can see all my wiring and computer there for the engine. It's a good spot for it under the dash there, you know. So yeah, let's see, let's close this. So yeah, it's been kind of, you know, I got some double mount tape there. I got a bunch of plaques, you know, I want to put across the dash here somewhere or something, somehow, I don't know how. And then I even put a place where you can plug in a cigarette lighter or cell phone or something, you know. And I got seat belts in here too, and stereo speakers in the corner right now. Carpeted it, you know. So yeah, kind of a little update. And my windshield that I made. That's 1/4 inch, by the way. Had one guy chew me a new ass. Said he's been doing them for 41 years, and I don't know, the guy must have woke up that morning on the wrong side of bed or something. So I deleted his comment. Not here to hurt anybody. But boy, you sure was. Let's see. I got all this. God, I got this wrapped around my leg. I got jeepers creepers. So yeah, the back of the truck is all full of parts for the doors and side glass, and I'll be doing a story on that. And I'm still looking for parts. I still need rails. And I'm putting electric windows in it, by the way. So and so that'll be nice. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, the shackles are done. You know, I mean, I could see brass grease zerks, I can understand that. But my liking is a good old fashioned steel one. I remember when they had cast iron ones yet. I've seen them already in my life too. So yeah, the chuck sits high, but I want to use it, you know. Some guys say, well, just put airbags. Then you can lower it and raise it. And yeah, that's true. But then I'm at the mercy of an airbag. If I'm 500 miles away from home, oh, excuse me, now I'm yawning. But if I'm 500 miles away from home, and by the way, that's just a dummy plate on there. It's a shit plate I had laying on the wall, and I wanted to see what it looked like. Because, yeah, I got my new plates, I just don't have them on yet. But yeah, but otherwise than that, I guess that's just kind of an update. I wanted to not leave you guys hanging with the shackles, but yeah, you could have watched me put them in, but I showed you those bolts and everything, so you can kind of figure what you would have had to do. And actually, it wasn't a hard job, but those grease zerks busted right off, And yeah, I was just turning them in, and they turned in nice. And then right before they were going to tighten up, I was like, bust off. I didn't even have a chance to kind of go that little on them, No, not even close to that. And they busted right off. Then I took the easy out to them, and I couldn't even, get them out because, I mean, they actually broke in pieces. But then I took the shackle, I turned it on its side, and the pieces actually rolled back through the hole. So I'm sure I got 95% of those little brass pieces out of there, but they're not going to hurt none, There's a gap between them bushings, so they're just going to sit in there. I mean, the little bit of dust that's in there yet, that ain't going to hurt none. I pumped it all full of grease, and stuff. Obviously, that's why they're on there, so. Yeah. I should have just capped off the holes with a weld and drilled new holes, redesigned them. Because why those things aren't, And I thought maybe I had the shackle on backwards, but no, not at all. Not according to the directions. So they're right. So anyway, that's all I know for now, guys. Thanks for subscribing, you guys. I sure appreciate it. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a shout out to Tony from Stay Tuned, his channel, and also to Derek from Vice Roof Garage. I like that Ford you guys just did. That's pretty cool, I like that how you guys joined hands and did that. That was really neat. That was nice of you both. But you guys are good people. And I'm glad you guys everything's going good for you. But yeah, but other than that, I guess keep the wrenches going, I guess, everybody. And sooner or later it'll be spring here in Minnesota. And had a couple buddies down south, and they moved down there, and now they got tornadoes. And they said they don't know if it's better to snow or tornadoes or what, And now they're scratching their heads. They're dealing with severe weather, and I'm dealing with snow. So, but it hasn't been cold for us. It's been like 35, and the other day we got about close to 16 inches of snow. So I can't even bolt the new plates on this thing and take it out for a ride yet. But Getting there though. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything more to discuss right now, but next steps, what we're going to work on is the doors. We're going to be installing the electric windows. I'm going to try to do a thorough video on that. Get you guys right in there. On every bolt, every screw, every hole I got to drill, whatever I got to do. You know, I want to try to get you guys in on that. And then eventually, we're going to go for a ride, and you guys are going to ride with me in this thing. And then I'm going to have my brother come along. We're going to stop at my neighbor's place there, and we're going to smoke them off for a while and see what it does. So, and then, yeah, and then we're going to be doing some car shows this spring. A couple meet and greets. We're gonna kick her in the gear a little bit. And if there's any ideas or anything on the, send them to me. Put them down there in the comment section. And I love all my subscribers. I'll stand right next to you, And I love it when you guys subscribe. I appreciate it. Shows me the love for car guys like us. We, got to stick together, I guess. And well, when I hold that crooked, it looks like it's sitting crooked. But if I hold it straight, it's kind of weird. I'm still a little skeptical about my turnouts here, by the way. I think they should go down because now with the truck sitting at a slight angle, if you're behind me in a car and you're sitting at a stoplight, that exhaust is coming right at you, And if I'm carrying a trailer, it's going right at the trailer. I think I need to kick these down. I think what's going to happen here is that I may have to replace these. And that's the part about building cars. You find flaws that you did, or I just couldn't find any that day, but I found these, so that's why I bought them. They were on sale. And I should have just said, no, I'll buy some different ones. So I think they're going to have to be 45s pointing down yet. And the lights light up on the skull, but the problem is I don't have no hole in that receiver to run the wire out and run it to my trailer connection so they light up, So that kind of sucks. So it's just in there. The wires are tucked in there. And yeah, boy, I don't got no heat on here. It's like 31 or 32 degrees out right now, so might be shivering here a little bit. But otherwise, there's going to be some car shows I'll be at this summer, and I'd shoot the crap with you guys about cars or anything else, fishing. I'm going to do some fishing videos. I got a bass boat and stuff, and I haven't taken it out last year. The year before that once. So we're going to take that out and do some fishing videos on this channel too. Cars and fishing. Boy, it almost doesn't get any better than that. But, yeah. Love to all. Thank you for subscribing, guys. And please subscribe if you didn't, It'd be really appreciated. And we're going to keep building cars here and stuff, and might be building overdrive for this one yet, and whatever else, I guess. But now I'm mumbling, jumbling. There's really nothing else to talk about right now. But yeah, take care, guys. Love to all, and have a good one. If you're working on your project, you should throw a picture under there and let me see what you're working on, guys, and tell me where you're from. Be kind of interesting. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.